Slight do-over on this as I navigated through some technical problems. It appears that Flycast launched a game in the background with the controller after I launched this game, and it's probably because I launched this game via the mouse. So I just used the controller to launch it this time, and hopefully we won't have any other weird issues like that, but if we do, I'll just pause I'm not restarting the video for something like that. I know how to fix it. But I felt like there were a few things wrong with the title, description, etc. SoulCalibur apparently not having any space in its name at all. Unbelievably, I have not streamed. I had, like, I guess at some point on Twitch a long time ago, because I have my folder art file, but I haven't ever streamed it on my YouTube account. And the only one I have done is 3, and that was a long time ago and off of real hardware, so probably just going to redo all of them, especially since this is something I can squeeze in when I haven't practiced. Now, of course, this would go a lot better if I had practiced, but too bad. Watch me struggle. I'll just turn everything down to easy. We'll get everything unlocked, and we'll just mess around with it for a little while. It's SoulCalibur. It's a game that I think just about anyone can pick up and enjoy and appreciate. So if you're kind of new to fighting games or want to check one out, this is a great place to start. I don't know how available it is on modern formats, but it's not an expensive Dreamcast game, and it's not hard to find. It used to be available digitally, but I think a lot of those are sadly delisted. So hopefully it'll get a re-release. 3 got a re-release, and it's the best in the series, so if you have a PlayStation 4 or 5, check that out. But anyway, here we go with some SoulCalibur. I believe we're having a technical problem again on something that I thought I had already fixed. So I'm going to take a quick look at this and we'll determine if that is... Yep. It's doing it. It's running it in interlaced, but it should be set to VGA cables. Hang on just a second. Let me fix my video real quick and we'll enjoy this game with a crisper, higher resolution. I don't want to restart the stream a third time. But this one might be cursed, man. It seems like I thought this was going to be like a super easy game to stream too, is the funny part. So, you know how that goes. Let's see what I can do. So do the options not save in Flycast? Let me close, reopen, settings. It says VGA now. Okay, so you know I want VGA then. You understand this. We're good on this. We selected the game with the controller, so we're not going to select any other games with the controller in the background when I push buttons on the controller, right? Good deal. I think everything's cool. I think we finally got it partying. And that's a 480 image right there. Beautiful. Finally, SoulCalibur. My gosh.
victory strengthened the soul of Voldo. You win! Voldo. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Voldo. You win! Voldo versus Peak. Final battle, fight! Out of the ring! This victory strengthens the soul of Voldo. You win! Versus Shanfa. Final battle, fight! Knockout! This victory strengthens the soul of Voldo. You win! Voldo. Final battle, fight! Out of the ring! Voldo was you lose. 9. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Voldo. You win! Voldo. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Voldo. You win! Final battle, fight! Voldo was seriously wounded, but the soul still burns. You lose. 9. Final battle, fight! Out of the ring! This victory strengthened the soul of Voldo. You win! Inferno. Final battle. Fight. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Voldo. You win!
That seemed odd. Don't most of the characters faced off against Cervantes, who then becomes Valdo, or who then not becomes Valdo, becomes Inferno? Or am I not remembering this correctly? Is that just the first game? I don't know. There are unlockable characters, though, right? Maybe? I don't even know if I'm unlocking characters or just endings. Bunch of weird shit. I'm terrible with Valdos. I'm sure you may have noticed that. Some of these characters I'm better with, and others not so much. So normally when I play Dreamcast games, I say I can't tell any difference between this and a real Dreamcast at all. It's fine. Flycast has always been great. But I will say, and this may be like not a bad thing or even a good thing, depending on your perspective, but the MIP mapping is just coming out better in the emulation than it does on real hardware. I played a ton of SoulCalibur. Like I said, this is the first game I got for my Dreamcast. And like on Killick stage, there's some very noticeable banding from the MIP mapping because there's not any the Power VR chip that the Dreamcast used doesn't have any form of anisotropy on it. So it just like where the resolution's stepping down into the horizon, things just have they become blurred, and it's a visible band of blurring that's like stages through the level. It's almost not at all here. I don't know if like Flycast should be forcing anisotropy to be off on my video, or if it just doesn't render it the same way, or doesn't apply MIP mapping the same way. Hard to say. But I mean, a lot of people will look at that and say, "Well, why are you complaining about an emulator looking better?" Well, I mean, I always try to make things look as real as they can from the real hardware, and I could easily capture my Dreamcast. There's a few things I don't like about it. I'd have to buy a controller adapter because I kind of hate the Dreamcast controller. I'd have to find a way to convert, capture and convert VGA and also get it to my display. It just sucks. I don't want to mess with all that. It's like I could do all that crap, or I could just run a program and it works. One thing a lot of people don't know, too, that don't own a Dreamcast or have only ever used emulators, is they're really loud. It's like running a buzzsaw in here. I hate it. Like every time it accesses the drive.
The legend will never die. A new soul.
Totally, yeah, you unlock new characters this way and stuff. Dope. This gives us something to do this afternoon. Heck yeah.
Welcome back to the stage of history. Ivy versus Sophia. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Ivy. You win! Ivy versus Nightmare. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Ivy. You win! Ivy versus Voldo. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Ivy. You win! Ivy versus Shanfa. Final battle, fight! Knockout! This victory strengthened the soul of Ivy. You win! Ivy versus Fan Song-yo. Final battle, fight! U9. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Ivy. You win! Ivy, final battle, fight! Ivy, you lose. 9. Final battle, fight! battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Ivy. You win!
この剣こそ私の宝。すべてを切り裂いてやる。懲りないやつ。
Final battle, fight! Ivy was seriously wounded, but the soul you 9. Final battle, fight! Ivy, you 9. Final battle, fight! Ivy, you 9. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Ivy. You win! Ivy,
もうおしまいよ。
final battle, fight! Ivy, you lose. 9. Final battle, fight!
Yeah, that seems legit. Totally normal stuff.
The soul still burns. You 9. Final battle, fight! Ivy, you 9. Final battle, fight! Out of the ring. This
Nice.
strengthens the soul of Ivy.
After dying 10 million times, they just give it to me. Not against him, but just in general. I can't believe how bad I am with Ivy.
You win!
I said I didn't know how to use Voldo, but like I'm actually a million times better with Voldo than I am with Ivy, as you can see. Don't worry, we'll get to a character I actually kind of know how to play at some point here. back in just a minute. Alright, let's see who's up next. Oh, hell yeah. Yoshimitsu.
Welcome back to the stage of history. Sophitia, final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Sophitia. You win!
だったのね。
Sophitia versus final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of you win!
負けられないの。
Sophitia versus
も
Ivy.
うおしまいよ。
Final battle, fight!
許してね。ひざましい。許してね。
This victory strengthens the soul of Sophitia. You win!
だったのね。
Sophitia versus Maxi. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Sophia. You win!
倒れるわけにはいかない。
Sophia versus Yoshimitsu. Final battle, fight!
許してね。
strengthened the soul of Sophia.
許してね
You win!
捨てない
Sophia versus Shanfa. Final battle, fight!
くらいおまけよそれそれくらい
This victory strengthened the soul of Sophia. You win!
倒れるわけにはいかないあなたを救いたい
もう引き返せないんだよ。
Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Sophia.
許してね
You win!
倒れるわけにはいかない
Sophia, final battle, fight! Knockout! You 9. Final battle, fight!
Yeah, it goes a lot different when I use a character than I know how to use. I'm sure that the timetable for how long it took to complete with every character will tell that story pretty clearly.
You win!
And that child's name was Mike Tyson. Just kidding. It's Cassandra, I guess, right? She's in the second game. You'll see. Her moves are similar but different, which makes her fun to play. Sort of a Yoshimitsu versus Mitsurugi kind of thing, you know? Or how Wang's a bit different from Xiao. Is that her name? Xiao? Not to be confused with Xiao Yu from Tekken. I don't know.
The legend will never die. A new soul arrives. Welcome back to the stage of history. Mitsurugi. Final battle. Fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Mitsurugi. You win! Mitsurugi versus Lizard Man. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Mitsurugi. You win! Mitsurugi versus Sophie. Final battle, fight! Knockout! This victory strengthened the soul of Mitsurugi. You win! Mitsurugi. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi. You win!
覚えとけ
Mitsurugi versus Astro. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Mitsurugi. You win!
未熟者が笑わせるな
Mitsurugi, final battle, fight! Mitsurugi was seriously wounded, but the you knockout. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi. You win!
Soul Edge は誰にも渡さん
いいのかい
Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Mitsurugi. You win! Mitsurugi. Final battle, fight!
つの実だ。覚えとけ。
No quick time event like the original Soul Edge slash Soul Blade. I skipped that too. I guess I don't like that game as much. It's still pretty good though, but you can tell they were just finding their footing in terms of the game's balance. The fact that it's a 30 hertz game when generally Namco were doing 60, even on the PS1. Makes it a little bit rougher, I think, but it's still pretty solid. Solid start to, this being technically the second game in the series, but people think of it as the first because this is where they started numbering from this point, and that's probably for the best because really, Soul Blade or Soul Edge feels like SoulCalibur 0.
The legend will never die. A new feature added. Welcome back to the stage of history.
It wasn't Zhanghua. Zhanghua is her name. The Killick's up next.
Versus Lizard Man. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of you win! Final battle, fight! This victory strength you win!
俺負けません。
Versus Mitsurugi. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Kilik. You win!
俺の飯を教えてくれ。
Versus Astrology. Final battle, fight! battle, fight! Seriously wounded. You 9. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Geek. You win!
そう俺負けません
Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of King.
横綱なる者よ滅せよ
Final battle, fight! Knockout! This victory strengthens the soul of King.
Man, I straight up disrespected Inferno there. That was nice.
You
滅せ
win!
よ
Be back in just a second. Alright, let's do Zhang Wao. She's pretty good. I'm better with Wang. Actually, when we used to play this versus, mostly on SoulCalibur 2, Wang, and I think even more so, there's another variation there called like Assassin. That was like our highest win ratio character.
The legend will never die.
So yeah, which I didn't think would be the case too. I looked at that was like one of those things I learned from looking at the stat screens. We would play on randoms all the time, and we'd often do a first to 50 random battle against my roommate back in the day. And then yeah, after many times of doing that, it was interesting to see how it broke down. Necrid was straight up unfair though. I think he had the highest actual win ratio, or close to it. We may have determined that Necrid and Assassin were unfair. Nice to have Siegfried unlocked, though. There's a classic character.
Welcome back to the stage of history. Shanfa versus Mitsurugi. Final battle, fight!
おまけよくらえいただきこれでおしまい
Knockout! This victory strengthened the soul of Shanfa. You
正
win!
義は勝つ
Shanfa versus Han Song-yong. Final battle, fight!
いただきおまけよいただきおまけよ
This victory strengthens the soul of Shanfa. You win! Shanfa, final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Shanfa. You
加減
win!
なしって言ったでしょやっ
Shanfa, final battle, fight!
おまけよいただきなんちゃって
Out of the ring! This victory strengthened the soul of Shanfa. You win!
ごちそうさま
Shanfa versus final battle, fight!
これでおしまい
This victory strengthens the soul of Shanfa. You win!
ごちそうさま
Shanfa versus Sophitia. Final battle, fight!
これでおしまい許してねていやおしまいていや
This victory strengthened the soul of Shanfa. You win!
ごちそうさまやるしかないわねやっ
敬よ力を我に
Final battle, fight!
おまけよさあ
strengthens the soul of Shanfa. You
ざっとこんな
win!
もんね。やっ
Shanfa versus Final Battle Fight!
これでおしまい。えいや。これでおしまい。これでおしまい。これでおしまい。やっえいや。これでお
Out
し
of
ま
the
い。
ring! This victory strengthens the You win!
せいや。正義は勝つ。
I should have really labeled this part 1 because I'm definitely going to have to get off of here in just a little while, but I don't want to, I do want to come back to it. I probably will tonight even, so let me go ahead and update that while this rolls.
The legend will never die.
You get something exciting and fun almost every time here. A character, a stage, a mode.
A new feature added.
Hell yeah. That's such a cool looking stage. I do like the stages like this that have more geometry in them. Now, some of the stages use less, and it's kind of clever on the original hardware. But the problem is now they didn't remaster the background skybox assets, and maybe the video memory just isn't there. Maybe it couldn't be done. I don't know. But the problem is that there's like a really harsh clash between some of the higher resolution models on these levels where they're sparse against these big backdrops that are 2D and like obviously like 240 resolution, you know. Um, Mitsurugi stage being the worst offender. They use very little geometry in the background for like a hut here and a boat there to kind of sell the 3D look, and then everything else is so far away that it's just a skybox. And then they have like this surplus of geometry that they can use for like these arrows flying past in this battle. And on the Dreamcast, the background just looks lower quality than everything else, kind of. But that's really nitpicking. There's no way to say that this game isn't like the biggest upgrade from its arcade version that probably ever existed at its time and for some time afterwards, probably. Like where it was just like, wow, this is a big step up. I guess they did it again with Tekken Tag, but I mean, it was just mind blowing to see this on the Dreamcast, and it really sold me on it being like this truly next gen hardware because it was. I mean, the gap between Dreamcast and the stuff before it is much bigger than the rest of the sixth generation. So there's really no denying which end it is on, even if it is the earliest system there. All right, let's see who's up next.
Welcome back to the stage of history. Maxi versus Voldo. Final battle, fight! victory strengthened the soul of Maxi. You win!
まだまだだ。
Maxi versus Ivy. Final battle, fight! Out of the ring! This victory strengthened the soul of Maxi.
死
You
にたくねえな
win!
らここまでだ。
Maxi versus Fan Song Yori. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Maxi. You win! Maxi versus Shanfa. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of You win! Maxi versus Siegfried. Final battle, fight! Out of the ring! Maxi, will you lose 9? Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Maxi.
死
You
にたくねえな
win!
らここまでだ。
Maxi versus Sophitia. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Maxi. You win!
立てないか。敵は俺が撃つ。
虫神消え失せろ
Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Maxi. You win!
これで決まりだ。
Maxi. Final battle, fight! strengthened the soul of Maxi. You win!
これで
Probably just do a couple more of these. Maxi's a really fun character to play as, though, I think. All of his stuff chains so smoothly. Makes you feel like you're doing cool stuff even when you're just mashing buttons. He's got that same appeal as Eddie in Tekken. But the same problem. If you only mash buttons with him and don't try to figure out a way to vary it, then you become very predictable. Not that that matters against the CPU on easy. Another classic from the original game. Yeah, I'll probably do about, I don't know, 2 more and then jump off here around 5 Central. 2 or 3 more, however many I can get done in that time.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Let's see if I can finish the bottom row.
Nightmare. Final battle. Fight! This victory, you win! Nightmare. Final battle. Fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Nightmare. You win!
魂よ集え
Nightmare. Final battle. Fight! Knockout. This victory strengthens the soul of you win! Nightmare. Final battle. Fight! Out of the ring. This victory, you win! Nightmare. Final battle. Fight! This victory strengthens you win!
き返せないんだよ。
あなたを救いたい。
Final battle, fight! Nightmare, you 9.
倒れる。
Final battle, fight! Night, you 9. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the... You win!
魂よ集え。
Nightmare versus Inferno. Final battle, fight! You 9. Final battle, fight! Out of the ring! This victory strengthens the soul of Nightmare. You
俺
win!
は心を取り戻す。
The legend will never die. A new feature added. Welcome back to the stage of history. Taki. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Taki. You win!
懲りないやつ。
Taki versus Ivy. Final battle, fight! victory strengthened the soul of Taki. You win!
消えな
Taki versus Fan Song Yong. Final battle, fight!
行くぞいただき
This victory, you win! Taki versus Sophia. Final battle, fight!
寝てな
This victory strengthened the soul of Taki.
寝てな
You win!
これだけ
Taki
行くぞ
versus Voldo. Final battle, fight!
行くぞ
Taki, you look 9. Final battle, fight!
行くぞ
This victory strengthened the soul of Taki. You win!
懲りないやつ
Taki versus Siegfried.
やってやるさ
Final battle, fight!
希望は
This victory strengthened the soul of Taki. You win!
邪剣に惑わされし者覚悟
よ闇よ我のもとに
Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Taki. You win!
ジャッキをキライ
Taki
行くぞ
versus Inferno. Final battle, fight!
いただくぞ
Taki, you lose. 9. Final battle, fight!
行くぞ行くぞ
Perfect!
Taki is also very fun to play as. You can she has so much more mobility than almost any character. And that's what's great about SoulCalibur. And I feel like, especially after 3, but maybe even starting to some extent with 3, the impact and weight of different weapons didn't feel as like intrinsic to the weapon. It just felt more like, this character hits harder or something, but not necessarily having that heavier stagger and or lighter deflect of things that are small blades, heavy stagger from big blunt weapons, things like that. I don't know. It's all there to some extent, but the feel of it changes subtly throughout the games, I think. I guess the best way to describe it is I think that in 3, but mostly even more after 3, that heavier weapons don't feel heavy anymore. Like, that's the thing that's mostly lost, is everything feels a little bit lighter. So, hey, we just lost audio. Well, guess what? That's where we're going to end our stream then, because that's just not an easy problem to fix, and I was literally only going to do one more anyway. So that's a real recurring problem, a very annoying issue with my capture setup, and it's probably a sign that the capture card's going to die soon, but it's happening very frequently now, so that really sucks too. Anyway, SoulCalibur, yeah, we'll get back on it later, and by later I mean probably not too long from now even. Thanks for watching, and everybody have a good weekend.